Hi guys, today I want to bring you why we don't do reverse planning in our homeschool. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma. In here I like to talk anything that has to do with homeschool, sprinkle a little bit of motherhood and lifestyle. In here you're going to find a bunch of videos about homeschooling, curriculum reviews, flip through the pages. You as well are going to see some day in the life videos, many videos just to share with you what we do in our homeschool as well to help you in your homeschool journey. Today I want to share with you the reasons why I don't do reverse planning in my homeschool. The planner that I am using is a simple plan. This is by the company Mardell. And I want to share with you some of the reasons why I don't do reverse planning. The first reason is I like to plan ahead. I like to be searching on books, different type of books. Let's say if I am doing history, I not only like to use the curriculum per se, but I like to do my research. I like to add programs. I like to add books that will enrich and enhance that material that we are doing for history. I like to do the same as well with science, and with every subject that we do, I just like to pull and grab different materials and just enhance what we are doing. And having the ability to plan ahead is helpful because I have that information. I plan everything I'm going to do, pages, books, where I can find that material that I am adding to that program or that curriculum. I as well, if we have to do a trip or anything, I like to plan those things ahead. Sometimes I have to schedule appointments or I have to figure out things, and I don't like to wait until the last minute to figure out stuff. I don't like things to take me too much by surprise. I like surprises in certain areas, but when it comes to homeschool, especially when we have to do our subjects, the material that we have to do, and we have to cover, I don't like to play too much with that. So I like to plan ahead. The second reason why I don't like reverse planning is because not everybody is self-disciplined enough in order to, every time you finish a subject, go right ahead and make notes. And sometimes that's actually a little bit complicated, especially if you are a busy mom, you have multiple kids. Not only that, they are different in ages. There are differences in ages, and then you have to try to remember everything you already did. If you are not doing it exactly at the time when you finish that material or that certain subject, and they are not taking the same exact program, you are going to forget something at some point. The next reason is because you are going to have things that are going to appear that they were not probably in your plate at that moment, and you're going to have to add that and make a space for that you were not planning that for. When you plan ahead, you cannot have the ability to wiggle a little bit things out and see how you can accommodate things because you already have something laid out, or at least that's how it works for me. It works in our homeschool. I can see how I can fit things. Okay, I have a little bit of a space in here. We don't have nothing to do here for this subject at this time. So then if we have an appointment or we have to run some groceries at the last minute, then I can do it at that time, and I know I have that time open for us to do that. Okay, and as well, I don't think I am that disciplined to go ahead and every time we finish a subject, go ahead and just make notes, because I work outside. We do car schooling all the time, and having the ability to just open my planner, I have everything noted in there, and the only thing that I need to do if something changed or something happened or we didn't finish that lesson or that material and that certain specific day, I just move it and continue going. And it's easier for me if it's already there than at the last minute start making notes of everything we have done, if you are not able to do it at the exact minute when you are done with that curriculum or that program or that subject. Okay, And let me just give you an example with my planner. So here I have a simple plan. This is from Mardell. And what I do is, and let me just show you guys an example here with the month that we are currently, which is February. And I'm just going to show you guys how I do this. Something that I want to express as well is that one of the reasons that I like to plan ahead is because if you notice with this planner, I don't know if you guys can see that with the light, but you just have to do some check marks. When we finish something, I just have to check and that's it, because it's already noted in here what we are about to do. And again, if I am going to change something at the last minute, I just move it. And what I do is, I don't know if you guys can appreciate there. Let me just maybe right here. But I just make a little arrow. Let me see where it's at. Right here. I just make a little arrow that says going to the next, it's going to the next day. We have to do it the next day. And that's how I like to do it. And it's easier for me because it's already there. Sometimes what I do is I just scratch, I just make a line on top of whatever it is. And then I make a little arrow saying next. It lets me know that we are moving that certain material to the next day because we were not able for some reason to finish exactly the same day. Because I plan ahead does not mean that I am not going to be able to change things or that it's going to be rigid. It's something that is not meant to be changed. You can change it. It's easier for you because you have it's like a little map for you. It's already there. You have an idea of what you're going to encounter that day. You have an idea of what you need to be doing. You're not waiting until the last minute to do things. And that's how I like to work out with my planner. In here, if you notice, my planner has some lines crossed in there, some lines crossed there. Those are subjects that we don't do that day. So an example, I know that at that time where we do science, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesday, I have that spot available. If something happens for some reason, I can just use that spot for any other subject or any other material. And I have time to wiggle out here when I see that. It's easier for me. I try already reverse planning at the beginning and it didn't work for me. First, I was not that disciplined to remember that I had to make note of everything we do. I was tending to forget the things that we do, the books that we read. It was just a complete chaos for me, or at least that's how I felt it. I felt like I was overwhelmed because I was overwhelmed. And planning ahead just gives me that peace of mind that is already noted there. If I don't have the time or the availability to make note at the moment, it's already noted there. I just have to check and that's it. It's easier for me and I keep things organized. If I want to add another material that I find, I just have to add it and everything else is there and just change things. I have done that as well. I have just made notes of certain materials, but at the end I want to add something else and I just add it and that's it, and I continue going. And I have a space there because I have one kid. I have a space there to make note. If you have multiple kids and you want to add something, you can just use sticky notes and just add it on top of that and you continue going. I don't use erasable marks. I just use them for the check marks here. And if you want me to be honest, I think sometimes it's a waste of money. The pens are very expensive just because they are erasable. Second, I really don't mind make a little bit of a mess here and there in my planner because they are meant for that. They're not meant for them to look beautiful. They're meant to help you in your everyday life to get organized and to have the ability to see and plan ahead and have the peace of mind that you have kind of like a map, an idea of what you're going to encounter during the day, so things don't get you by surprise, especially if you consider that certain thing or that certain material important and you don't want to forget. The planner is meant to help you remember, covering those to-do lists, covering those things that you have to do during that day. It's just meant for that, for you to scratch, make note, and keep going. I like to do that with my planner. I am not worried if I have to. If you notice in here, I have some white out there. I don't know if you guys can perceive that with the camera, but I have some white out in here, and I don't mind. I just keep going. I noticed myself as well at the beginning. Us new moms, when we start with this homeschool, we get into this I don't know how to call that. Maybe fear of missing out, or maybe it's just the excitement, but we tend to purchase expensive pens, expensive material, just to stationery, just to help us with something that should be simple and should not cause you that much stress. It's not meant to look pretty. It's meant to help you in your everyday life, to keep you organized. And that's how I see and how I look my planner. Yeah, sometimes I like to decorate here and there, and it's good. It's visually appealing. But at the same time, when I was doing that, I noticed myself wasting too much time on that and not concentrating in what it was important, which is having things done and having something there that I can see, that will keep me accountable with the things that I have to do that day. Okay, I hope this video is helpful. If it is, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell so you don't miss every time I upload a video. I hope these tips, if you are a new homeschooler, help you a lot not to focus so much on how pretty things look, but focus more on how that thing is helping you, the planners or whatever pens or stationery you're using to help you keep things organized in your planner and visually clear for you to be able to make note and change things fast and without many complications. That's, I think, the point on having a planner, to keep you accountable with the things that you have to do, to keep you organized, and to have like a map of where you're going with your homeschool as well, to keep things organized. Have some type of a structure as well for yourself to help you if you want to add something, if you need to take things away. I use my planner as well, and I know I keep stressing this, but I use my planner side one of the notes just to add as well if I have to add something. If something is not working, I made note in there. This day something didn't work, and I just have a little bit of an explanation of what happened that day that I noticed it was not working. And it helps me as well at the end of the day to look at that and look at those notes, and at the end of the year as well, because then I notice, okay, maybe that program was not working for him. Maybe I need to change something when we are about to do that program, or maybe I have to change the time or the date or anything that I made note at that moment that was causing issues is in there for me to see and for me to make myself accountable that something was happening there and I might need to work on that. Okay, whether it is because something was not of the like of my kid, or it was not of my like, and maybe I have to change some things or switch things around. And now for sure I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, go through my Instagram page, and I will see you then. Bye bye.